So this question is a punctuation question. You always use King of the Hill when answering reading and writing questions on the SAT. Punctuation question, we identified them because the answer choices all look the same but have different placement of punctuation. It looks like the only punctuation we care about here is the comma. So again, as a reminder, the comma is all about pausing. That's it. So all I care about is making sure that the pause that's being inserted is necessary. Right? So I'll also add necessary here. Okay, so another note that I like to use as a little hack is because the pausing must be necessary, because the punctuation must be necessary, we can always start with the answer choice that has no punctuation at all, if there is one. And it looks like there is in this case, which is choice C. So the idea here being, if there's an answer in a punctuation question that has no punctuation at all, and the answer works, that means it must be the correct answer, right? Unless it's much longer than some other option, right? That's the only other caveat, because this test definitely rewards being concise, okay? But in this case, right, we have the exact same wording for everything. Researchers Roberto, Scandone, and Christopher Kilburn. Every answer has the exact same word count, so we're not worried about that here. So if there's any answer that has no punctuation and it's grammatically correct, there's no need to play King of the Hill. There's no need to try the other options. So let's try that in this particular sentence. The city of Pompeii, which was buried in ash following the eruption of Mount Vesuvius in 79 CE, continues to be studied by archaeologists. Unfortunately, as researchers Roberto Scandone and Christopher Kilburn attest, archaeological excavations have disrupted ash deposits at the site, causing valuable information about the eruption to be lost. That seems perfectly good to me. I don't think there was any need in there to pause between their names at all. So I like it. I'm going to go with choice C and say I'm done. If you wanted to see, like, okay, well, if you wanted to play King of the Hill, you can, but I'm pretty sure choice C is the right answer. So let's look at choice A. So they're pausing after researchers and after the names. So that's basically saying that they assume that this information is non-essential, that these names are non-essential. So we can test that. Unfortunately, as researchers attest, archaeological excavations have disrupted ash deposits at the site. I think this information, I think their names are important here. Unfortunately, as researchers, Roberto Scandone and Christopher Kilburn, having that comma here and then attest and then another comma, it's not as good. And then researchers, unfortunately, as researchers, Roberto Scandone and Christopher Kilburn attest, archaeological excavations have disrupted ash deposits. I'm reading choice B now. I mean, I'm going to just, honestly, I wouldn't even waste time. Choice C is the best answer here because you don't need any punctuation. Let's just build good habits. If you read an answer that has no punctuation and it's grammatically correct, just choose that answer when you're doing a punctuation question.